Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio, yo, special guest in the building. Kyah, baby, NORAPMONEYOX in the building. Just
Sir.
burned down that freestyle.
Thank you.
Man.
What up,
Appreciate
sis?
that.
Hey, how you doing,
It's been a long time coming.
Yes, you too.
I'm excited for this.
Remember we did our interview? I told Ox, like, I've been interviewed with Gabe. I'm proud of
Yeah,
him. When
we
you
did
used
this
to do
shit,
like during quarantine.
Yeah,
on
you,
Zoom.
me, Naima Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
How's she doing?
Naima, she's all right.
Listen, man, Naima, when you watching us, let's go. Like, the people keep asking. Now we have a whole freak. I'm
Yeah,
telling
put that
everybody now, we have a
pressure on
whole
her.
project. It's fire. We did a whole video. It's fire. It's fire. It's fire. It's fire.
'Cause we were
Let's
talking
go,
about that.
Naima. Yes.
We were talking about that back then, all the way back when and during the
Yes.
pandemic, too.
We know that she had another baby. So,
Oh,
you know how
congratulations.
yes. And she surprised me. We recording
Congratulations.
the whole time. And I'm like, she chilling. When time to do the video, she had to put a certain effort on. She was like, all right, I'm pregnant. I said, that's why you wasn't drinking. She was like, yes, it was killing me that I couldn't drink with y'all every studio session. I couldn't do nothing. I'm pregnant. I was like, all right, well, congrats, girl.
Wait, so she was just in the studio session. She didn't want to tell. She didn't want to tell
drink
nobody.
nothing.
That's
Smoke
funny.
nothing. I wish she would have told me because I don't even play. I don't smoke around pregnant people. I don't like doing that. You know what I'm saying? So.
At some point, you look at her, you like,
Nah, I knew Naima since
Yeah.
junior high school, so I always knew she was very cool, calm, and collective.
that's funny.
Yeah.
How's everybody been? Everybody been good?
How you been, huh?
Shit, I'm blessed. I'm home. I'm free.
I know. It was funny because when we were setting this up, they're like, "Oh yeah," like because obviously you came in here, you're like, "Yo, I'll sell first artist." I'm like, "Oh, I already knew that," because my boy, shout out my boy John in the building. John already like it was funny because because obviously I wanted to get Kyah on the show, and then
Yes.
they're like, "Oh well, I also have this guy who wants to come up with Kyah." I'm like who? Because he didn't tell me at first, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, this guy, he just got home, NORAPMONEYOX, self, whatever," and then like. I was looking at your stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, this dude's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
So first
that.
and foremost, welcome home.
Thank you very much.
How you feeling? How are you feeling now that you
Elated.
elated? I like that word.
Yes, I'm blessed, man. Like, not to get into too much, but
Right.
you know, I was given a lot of time, and through the grace of God, I got to come home early, and I hit the ground running. Look, I'm here.
Right, you here.
Amen.
You're on the radar. You here.
Yeah.
How early is early?
My original sentencing. My original sentence, I was supposed to come home April 17th, 2024.
Wow. You came home in 2021 or you came home this year?
November 4th, 2021.
So 3 years early.
Yes.
That's a blessing, bro.
Yes, it is.
That's a blessing, bro. I'm happy to have you here.
And the people was trying to talk me out of it
How was they trying to talk you out of it?
because the system is made to keep you in prison.
Right. I forgot who we just had. We had some, because I mean, we've had so many artists here this past month, but there was one artist who's like, yeah, I'm on probation till fucking some outrageous year number.
It's designed to keep you there. But I told them people I wish I would stay here and can't go home and cook my kids breakfast.
You said what day in November?
November 4th.
Oh, so you came home just in time for the holidays
2
too.
days
Yes,
before my
yes.
birthday.
2 days before your birthday. Wow.
Yeah.
So you got your birthday, you got
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, and you got Christmas.
Boy,
All.
surprised me.
Yeah.
How do y'all two know each other then?
You want to tell them?
I think Ox was hearing me rap with Flip, no?
No. Kinda, but no.
That's what I remember. I used
Okay, it's a
to
whole-
play
it's a whole
around
different story.
rapping when I first started rapping.
This is what I recollect.
All right, let me tell my side of the story
Okay,
first,
you
because
tell
I never
yours.
heard your side of the story, so this is mad funny. I used to rap with some people called Team Light Work.
Right.
Back then, we were just playing. I was just joking. I just had the ability to rap. So at the time, we was making fun songs. I think Queen, Queen's Flip. He
Yeah,
had
yeah,
made
of course.
he
Shout
was
out
making
Queen's Flip.
every Harlem at this point was lit with the Get Light. So every song that came out with a Get Light, Queens was making a Queen's Flip version. So the Chicken Noodle Soup, he made a Chicken Noodle Soup with him on the side version. Everything he was doing, he would just whatever. So I was rapping with them, whatever. And he told me about Ox, like, yo, Ox didn't want to rap with you. He think you could take it farther than what you're doing because you were just playing around. And that's what I remember. So
That story's definitely
yeah,
similar to
he
mine.
was like, you playing around. I think he came to my job. I think he started at the sneaker store or some shit. I was like, 16. He was like, yo, you playing. I was like,
to one
what?
of her videos. I thought she was talented off rip.
Yes, he
For
did.
real, for real. And I don't care who take offense to it, but like she could rap better than like 95% of the guys I know. Like this ain't a female rapper. No, she rap.
Yeah, this is the greatness I learned from. That's why I shout him out so much every
Yeah.
chance, every interview, whatever. Like, how Mace just said in his interview, greatness comes from greatness. Ox been around, like you've seen his research. He been around everybody, Jim Jones, or every fucking body before, unfortunately he had to do that bid, but greatness, learn some greatness, and I just kept going.
Minor setback for the major comeback.
Right. So like coming home, right, for you, when it came to like making the music, right? Because, you know, I hear stories of when people go away, they'll like write the music, but then when they come home, they won't use any of the music that they wrote when they're away because obviously new experience being home, other things like that. When you came home, like, what was like, well, besides the stuff that you wanted to do with your family, of course, right? Because that always comes first. When it came to like your career in the music, what was like the first thing that you really wanted to like take care of when you came back, like hitting the ground running type shit?
With the music, really just, I wanted to record, man. I was eager. Like I was blessed enough to, you know, make some decent places to spend my money, really not by choice, but just things my family told me to do. And then I ended up still having a lot of the things that I left. Like I almost did 9 years and still had my studio when I came home.
Wow. That's incredible.
Like my same stuff was there. All I do was update a couple of things, but I had my studio. I had, you know, people I left in the industry, not to mention no names, were in better positions by the time I got home. So now I got schooling and advice and things that people that have been out here 15, 20 years couldn't get. So now that kind of jump started me. Like our first conversation when we came in here was me doing my own Google ads.
Right. Yeah. We were talking about Google ads and shit.
Like,
which is something that didn't even really probably exist when
Right,
your bit started.
I mean, if it did, I wasn't hip to it. And when I left,
it was probably a fairly new thing back then too. Yeah.
When I left, Instagram was just popping, just beginning. Probably Instagram was probably out 6 months when I went to prison.
Right. That's crazy. So you had your whole studio back.
Yes.
Right.
And I loved everything that's going on now because now it's like, oh shit, like I could really target my fan base. I could really target the people that are into what I'm into. And like, cause some people, you know, they hate what's going on now. I love it. I don't care what people do. Like what me and Kyah do, there's a whole demographic that love it because we talking that shit. We talking pain. We talking real. We talking our life. We giving you real experiences.
Yeah. Right. I think when people say that like that demographic doesn't exist anymore because, you know, people love to look at whatever is like popular, quote unquote, in the moment. You know, whatever the popular sound is always shifts and changes every 3 to 4 or 5 years. We've seen it, you know, 2010 to now.
Over and over again.
Over changes, but like that's not to say that like that demographic that you guys are targeting doesn't exist. And I've mentioned this before, and John's been here probably like 10 times that I mentioned it. It's like, you know, you look at even like what like the Griselda guys are doing, and then like the people who are around Griselda, like, you know, the Rick Kyahs and stuff like that, like they all have that deep fan base that loves them.
People are genuinely flourishing. Like some of these people are millionaires that you never heard on the radio ever.
Right, that part too. So, yeah, I think that's important to talk about.
So guess what? I get to do what I love and get money. Like I'm ready for this. And guess what? And we gonna stand tall on what we do, and it's gonna work. I know it.
Right.
It's gonna work.
Right.
It's gonna get that same love everybody else get.
Yeah. Because like I said, it's like, yeah, there's a popular sound out now, which is, you know, obviously drill's a popular sound, but like all the other sounds still exist. Like nothing has really changed. It's just, you know, it's like, I compare it to like SoundCloud era. Like that was a new sound. That sound still exists. That sound still occupies the space. Is it the sound now? No, but there are people who are
tuned in,
who are millionaires, who are very popular, like Lil Uzi Vert. But then there's also people who are on the back end of that, who are probably also millionaires, who aren't being spun on the radio. Yeah. And you could be either one of those things, and it doesn't really matter which one you are, as long as you're okay with that and you're happy at that point.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What you been working on?
Everything. This, that.
This and that?
Everything. Movies. Just basically working on new music because things be happening fast. But I also learned that it's always good to have new music, but sometimes you be doing so much and then your old music start picking up out of nowhere. So then you got to double back on that.
Right.
So I came to the point right now in my career where I'm just always going to work on new music and plan things out properly. That always works for me. Like right now, I did this. Whenever y'all post it, I know it's going to be lit. And a lot of people are like, oh, you need to drop a new record right after that. But if I put out an old record I have, my new fans is going to think it's new. Like when I check being that I'm independent, I'm able to check my streamings and everything. We have my target audience and everything. My top streaming songs are still from my last project. So every time somebody finds me, they're going back to my first project. I think Heart of the City is my top streaming song. And then Cold Nights. And then I think Timing. So it's like 2 songs from my new project that stream every week. There's only 2 songs from my new project. And I put that out just about a year ago. This June will make it a year. So
Right.
I just been working, like I said, doing movies and films. So that's what.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
What movies and films you working on?
That
you,
I'm
like,
about
what
to do
can
a
you say about it, I
voiceover for
guess?
this cartoon thing. I can't really speak on it yet. So.
Oh, you about to body that. I'm not
gonna
gonna lie.
for cartoon. There's a big names in there too, so I'm actually happy about that. What I did? What is it called? 40-year-old Virgin. That's on Netflix.
Okay.
Written by Rada Blank. Not Virgin, because a lot of people like, ain't that an old movie?
Right. The
It's
one with Steve
Virgin of
Carell,
Myself. Yeah, Version Virgin.
Okay.
It's basically about her. She's a teacher and then she's thinking about getting back into music, but she feels she's too old. So then her people's like, nah, just do it. But yeah, I'm in there. I'm on The Cabin, Sisters Keeper. That's a series. Shit, I'm in so many things now on Amazon. I can't remember. I'm putting
you on
Kyah,
Amazon too? That's
Amazon Prime,
dope.
yes. Amazon Prime, Tubi.
So do you have to go in and do like auditions for these things? Like how does that work? How does that work for you?
So the first one, boom, Pray Before You Eat. Shout out to Luke. That's how I got into acting. Yeah, shout out to Luke Steffren.
Okay.
That was supposed to be a series around the way neighborhood. My girl Annie, I think Taj. They was gonna be like the main characters. I don't know what the hell happened. It's not my business. It ended up not being a series, it being the movies. I had a small part in the first one. The premiere was huge. They did a premiere in Jamaica Multiplex on the Avenue. That shit was packed out. The whole
Jamaica Multiplex.
Jamaica Multiplex on the Ave, the big theater one too, not the little one. Yeah, that's what I saw. So this is lit. Yeah, so definitely we did a second one. But you know, with everything comes politics. So I don't know what happened with the directors, the writers. Again, that's not my business. All I know is I got my script and I did my part. The movie just came out this year and we filmed this shit like 4 years ago, I think. 3 years. I had hair in there. Yeah. Anything you see me with hair in, obviously I shot it mad long ago. So that's how I started. And then he would just always put me on it to different writers, that was coming up with new scripts for things. And yeah, some of them I did have to audition for. And I just go and get the role, knock it out.
That's fire. So it's, that's something cool too, because it's like the music isn't like your only, like, we talking about like music and making money and shit like that. Like music isn't like your only, like it's there for you always. But
yeah,
like
absolutely.
But now like you're doing like this animated thing, which is gonna be fire whenever we get to talk about it and announce it. Right. But it's cool seeing you like get to branch out and shit like that too.
Absolutely.
Especially because like what I love about you, Kyah, is because like you're also very like so vulnerable on like with your fans and like especially on like Instagram and like about like what you're going through with music or like even getting like potentially shadow banned, which I don't know. I'm
blocked right now from going live again.
Oh, you're blocked
because I
from
said
live?
something about Siri, and I think it's foul that Siri and animals have more rights than black people. Every day I say
crazy.
that. Like, cause I said Siri is a B, and I didn't even put BITCH. I definitely put exclamation marks. Okay. And I put the C with the accent on it. So I'm like, all right, let me not just say anybody's anything on here no more. Let me just whatever. But yeah, I have to, because I learned when I was Selfish Music Group with him, I learned like so many things people were telling me to do that they thought would help my career, and I was just unhappy with it. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, that's miserable. Like, and then going through my career and seeing all these artists kill themselves and just getting killed, it's like, I'm happy I never settled for something I never wanted to do. So I have to be vulnerable with my fans, because I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all about what's going on. Like, you get caught up in unhappiness lying. You got to lie every day of your life, and you got to keep up with the lies at that and the truth at the same time. That's stressful. Yeah. So I'd rather let my fans know, because I know I'm outside for real. I know it's mad girls going through what I'm going through. Might not necessarily be like illegal shit or jail shit, but just period hard times. I know they are. They just don't want to think about it. They want to shake their ass, and that's okay. Right. But when they do want to face reality, I'm here for you. Hey, and I got the ass shaking songs for y'all too.
I'm glad she said that, because Gabe, this is the realest thing ever. Like, we in a world where people always want an instant gratification. And not for nothing, I always praise Kyah for that. She stuck it out. There's a lot of things that she went through musically. She was supposed to get her flowers, get certain things, but she stuck it out. Like, a lot of people would have been quit if they been through what she been through, been in the position she's been in, and things ain't always pan out how she wanted it, but she still stuck it out and remained herself. And that's dope.
Thank you.
Because some people will always do what they think people want them to do, or turn into what they think people expect of them just to get where they're hoping to get.
Right.
Right, I agree. I don't. I feel like you had done like a post about like because you mentioned like the like in music, the sound in general, like people trying to make you do things that you didn't want to do.
Right.
I feel like you made a post about that, but I definitely feel that because I feel like even with like a lot of like female rappers who I've had on the show in the past year and a half, that's a big conversation that we
It
have.
is.
Like,
I was
people,
offered to get ass shots. Somebody was willing to pay for it for me.
yeah,
And I said absolutely not.
yeah, like they talk about like the conversations like whether it be like executives or labels or whoever is behind the scenes helping artists with their career, helping these female artists with their career, trying to like make them like whether it be like all right, like let's say it's like when the City Girls first popped out, and then it's like all right, everybody got to make music like the City Girls, you know what I'm saying? Like not like people were telling the artists like make music like the City Girls when it's really like, well, that's the City Girls thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If that's your thing, cool too. That's cool. But like
that just goes back to what people think works.
Right.
If that worked for the City Girls, that don't mean it's gonna work for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fact.
You gotta stay true to yourself and just hope that your fans and whoever's into you continues to pass that word on so that you grow.
Right.
Right. Speaking of passing, I love the post because we were talking about Cell's barbecue, and you were like, with 50 passing the
torch to
torch.
a real one. Hello.
I thought that was really dope, but I feel like that
was amazing for me.
That was like, was that the first time you ever met 50? I feel like you probably.
No, see, you know what? So let me clear this air right now. I never sat down and had a conversation with 50 Cent. Everybody swears or assumes up and down, oh, 50, your manager knows 50. My manager absolutely did work for 50 years ago, over 20 years maybe ago, if that. So they do know each other, and that's how we first ever even met, I think at a strip club in person.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think it was Cityscapes, I think, if that was this club back then. Yeah, but just me working, I guess he's been seeing my work online, and he's tapped in with the streets. So you know, from Southside, I'm from projects. I've been outside. Like before music, I was playing ball. Like I was outside. I was always Kyah known, just outside. I was outside. So he'd been tapped in. We met at the strip club. We never spoke. He's mad cool. He was just giving everybody once. And I'm like, oh, should I put this in my pocket? I was like, all right, let me not act like Southside. I'm just throwing it.
Should I put this in my pocket?
Nah, he's really mad cool. Like, he gets his money and hands it to his people. Like, fucking Courtney Kemp was even in there, that right spot. I was like, what the hell is she doing in the strip club? And then she's so funny because she was like, oh, my God, these girls. But it was cool. He's passing bottles like he always do. When did I see him again after that? I can't recall seeing him again after that. I really don't remember. But then another time he shouted me out on Big Boy Radio. I forgot who sent me the clip. I'm like, what the hell? That's mad random. Like, I haven't spoken to him. I haven't seen him. I haven't tagged him in anything. Then again, at the Coney Island joint, I'm arguing with somebody still in my goddamn bottle that you saw he gave me in the beginning. And then they like, Kyah, where you at? My friends are like, yo, he's calling you. And I'm like, what the hell? That's how you see me like, huh, what we doing? I still had my phones in my hands when I was up there freestyling. So
oh my God.
That moment was like, I mean, really, it's still unrealistic to me. I don't care what nobody said. That shit was like,
put on.
Yeah, like.
That's dope.
I'm like, yo, if y'all could have seen, I know y'all seen the fucking footage from the drone. So all those people, just me looking at all those people like, well, what are we doing? It's like 50 really pulling me to the front right now? Like, all right, now let's put it on. Show the love.
Shout out to
yeah,
Jaffe,
and it makes me, shout out to definitely shout out to Jaffe because I wasn't about to go on the stage.
Jaffe put on for us too, man.
I wasn't even about to go up there because niggas was just niggering so badly. And it's okay for you to say these things sometimes, Gabe, off camera, because I don't want you to get jumped. You know what I mean by niggas was niggering. It's not even a racial thing. They was just ODing. And I'm not the type of artist. I've never been like, yo, it's me. I'm Kyah, baby. Stop having playing with me. Nah. Like, sometimes my friends be pissed off, like, yo, tell them it's you. And I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. Like, I'm not doing that. Niggas know who I am. And first of all, I'm not embarrassing myself, because then if they don't pull you out, then you just sitting there like, look at Kyah, looking stupid.
Goofy.
Like, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. We going back to our section. Then Jaffe seen us on the side. He's like, yo, come up here. Like, yo, come up here and stop playing. Yeah, he was like, get on the stage.
So,
you got on the stage. Me and Ox. Ox was like, no, I'm like, let's go, Ox. I'm going to pick you up.
I'm too cool for that. If a person you don't call me.
I'm going to pick you up. Let's go.
I ain't playing myself. Like, I'm cool. Like, I earn my way. I earn my spot. But Jaffe did something that a lot of people wouldn't do, man. Like, he pulled us up there like, nah, like, y'all supposed to be up here with us too. Like,
that's a fact.
And, you know what I mean? I respect him for that. Like
definitely. Because I wasn't going up there. I was walking right on by. Like, all right, I'm out to.
You better keep it pushing.
Oh, my God. With so many people, I never seen men act like that over a man. Well, I have in gay clubs, but that was crazy.
Damn.
I'm sorry. That shit was like knocking, bro. When I say it was like 4 females, maybe. And I'm one of them, and my 3 homegirls. So it was a lot. That's a lot. First of all, I'm small, so mad men pushing and getting ready to fight, then people got their cups. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But God always has his way. And shout out to Jaffe for that, like he said.
Yeah, I love that for you. But the one thing I was gonna go back to was the big boy thing you mentioned, and him showing you love in that interview was like something that somebody. I really wish I remember the first person who told me this, but they would always be like, "Yo, even when you don't think people are watching you, they watching you." You know what I'm saying? And like, and occasionally you might get one of those moments like that you just spoke about, where it's like, oh, like, you know, he acknowledges that he, you know. Oh yeah, Kyah baby, I'm fucking with her, watching her, be on the lookout.
And they won't, and they'll pretend that they not. Because, you know, not to say, you know, who or whatever, but like, it be moments where my manager, he don't care. He'll go and introduce me to whatever celebrities is in the building. And the first thing, you know, when we face to face, mind you, I done probably seen these people in passing. They won't speak, but when we face to face, it's like, yo, welcome home. I've been watching what you was, but you know, some of us is too arrogant to say, yo, you know, like I fuck with your music. Like I see people on the street and they introduce themselves to me, and if I've been scrolling by Instagram and I seen something I like, I'll tell them like, yo, nah, I already know who you are. I seen what you doing. I like it. Like I don't have no ego when it comes to that shit. Like good music is good music.
Right, good music is good music.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but people are always watching, even if they don't want to. Even if they want to pretend like they are.
People watching badly. I think somebody asked me a question. I wrote him already. He didn't answer me. I think I used the word ignored. I'm sorry, because that was a correct term. Because when you see something that says seen, that's ignored, right? Okay. So I said that. And someone else called my manager and told him about that. And it wasn't even about the person who called my manager. It wasn't even about him. And my manager's like, what did you say? I said, I was talking to my stepfather, and he asked me about a person, and I told him that person ignored me. I said, however, I erased the comment if it was that offensive. Like, it is what it is. Like he said, politics is politics, and people be watching everything, and you never know. Like, every freaking thing. And he would not tell me in the world who it was. I was just like, all right. From now on, I won't tell my stepfather anything publicly. I guess I'll just keep it intact.
You just keep it, keep it
quiet.
Keep it off the gram.
Like, don't write nothing on my page anymore about your friends, because I can't say anything, so.
Well, aside from that, what we got? So we got the record with y'all two coming out.
Yes, fire.
Coming out on the way. We don't have an exact date for it yet.
No.
Okay. Well, in case it somehow comes out before this comes out, go check it out if it's out right now, or if you're watching this in the future.
Tell them the record name. You want to tell them the record name?
Most High.
We can do that.
Most High.
Yes,
Most High. NORAPMONEYOX. Kyah baby.
Fire.
Fire record.
Definitely fire. We gave Gabe and the whole On the Radar staff the sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? And
shit, I just got a sneak peek too.
it was y'all's first sneak peek also. What?
But nah, it's definitely a dope record, dope video. Because also, if you peep the video, we was trying to do something different too.
Yeah.
Like I ain't trying to do what everybody else doing. I'm definitely, every time I do something, I want it to be where it's, you know, outside of the normal box that everybody else is doing, to, you know, give off that I gave it a little more energy and effort.
Energy always. This means to have me record the same line 100 times. Like, he's like, no, say more sexy, like, dude. I'm like, yo. But I appreciate it, because that's how I learned artistry, like, more than just rapping, because like he said, I just was rap. I just could rap. But he definitely taught me artistry, hooks, being creative. Sometimes you gotta put a little moan on there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely always out the box with this guy.
So the record is coming soon.
Yes.
Very soon.
If it's out right now, go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Spinning on a radio station near y'all. Make sure y'all send me the record so I can play it.
Absolutely. How goddamn yeah.
And then so solo wise, what y'all working on? What y'all got coming up by y'all on y'all lonesome?
Listen, the thing's been rolling for me. I still got my last project, P.S. It's Not About You, out. Like I said, that's been going well for me still, because like I said, the more I do, it's like the more people I guess discover me. So it's like my newer fans, it's like, yeah, this is lit. But I'm still working on new music. Like I said, I don't have no set dates though. We gonna keep working on music whenever we do, and the movies, like I said, the shows, that's still gonna keep going. Matter of fact, Better Than My Last is my next movie premiere out here. Don Quan produced that.
Dope.
So that's gonna be my next out here. We had one already, I think, in Jersey. Yeah, we had a premiere in Jersey. Like when you have to do, what is that called? When you submit the films for the film festivals. It was one of them film festivals we had to do. They had a little premiere in Jersey, yes. So I saw the movie a little bit. I didn't see the final version, but so far it's dope. So that's the next thing that's coming out besides my music. Better Than My Last. I'm in there. I'm like one of the main characters, so
Nice.
you'll see me throughout the movie.
Well, congrats on that.
Thank you.
Ox, what you got coming up that the people got to be on the lookout
Right
for?
now, I'm doing the project Home Confinement. As you can see, you know, home confinement is what I came home on. But I got a whole movement, man. The whole No Rap Money movement. Me, Lex 911, Too Tall, Bigger, Trelly. I got artists. We got merch. We got a whole brand. Like, just tune in, follow me on Instagram at NORAPMONEYOX, and you will see all the merch, all the products, everything that we have to offer, the shows, everything Kyah is doing, everything we doing together, everything we doing as a movement, man, because everything I'm doing is to not only help my movement grow, but what I'm doing for my city and the people that I see deserve it. Like, so I got a lot going on, man. It's dope. Like, like my brand is so dope because it stands for so much, man. Like, and you know, I'm just happy to be home, man. Celebrating life.
Yes, sir.
And watch what we got in store. This is a dope ass platform. I definitely wanted to get on this. I've been home 8 months. and I made it here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all people talked about was, yo, on the radar. This show, I'm here now. I'm here now. And I put on for us. Thank you.
That's a fact. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Before we sign off, well, you already let them know where to follow you at. Damn, I was gonna ask that next. But anyway, one more time, let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it. Ox, your camera is right there.
Yes.
Kyah, your camera is right here.
At No Rap Money Ox, man. At No Rap Money Ox. One word. No Rap Money Ox. This shit means that I was getting money before this music shit, and I'm always gonna get music after this music shit. That's why it's No Rap Money. Look me up, man. I just came home. They'll tell you I get to it. And I take care of my peoples, and the music is phenomenal. I promise you.
That's a fact.
Salute.
Well, that's me again, Kyah Baby. It's Kyah Baby. The IG is KYAH_Kyah Baby. That's KYAH. Ain't no eyes in there. Not my neck, my back, Kyah. We look nothing alike. Please stop. KYAH_Baby. My link tree is right there in the bio. Everything I just mentioned on the interview down to the movies is there. You want to go type my name in on Amazon, you can absolutely do so. Amazon Prime, you'll see all my movies on there too. Yeah, my last project, P.S. is Not About You, and Sincerely Kyah. Matter of fact, I need y'all to go re-download that because I had an issue with my distributions, but now it's lit and I had to redistribute it. So now I need y'all to go run up them streams more. The lyrics are on there for y'all too this time. P.S. is Not About You on all streaming platforms. Hey, thank you. Yes. On the radar,
P.S.
thank
is
you.
Not About You.
Yes.
Well, make sure you go follow them. Go watch that freestyle out now. Go run that up. Go show them some love. Go show them support. Love and support is free. Till next time. It's on the radar.
Queens.
Salute, Queens.